the craziest thing, the first thing she said, we're in the ER, right? Not the first thing, like the third or fourth thing. She goes, I'm laying there like with the blood pressure cuff on. They have like these monitors on my chest and stuff. And she goes, Andrew, she goes to Andrew. But she like says it because he's like here to my left. So that's my brother, right? He was on to my left. She was to my right. She looks at him and goes, has anyone in your family ever suddenly died? Like just died. And I was like, what? Like, don't you see what's going on here right now? I was like, what do you want? And she says, oh, so he's like, and then she tried to cover it and be like, oh, well, it's like when you're past 14 or something. Like she says it just happened. She meant under 14. So she tried to cover it to be like, oh yeah, under 14. Like, is it?
So how'd you guys answer?
No. Yeah, but it was like, how is that that's like your opening act? Like, we know all this stuff's going on, but like, has anyone in your family ever just suddenly died? Like, why would you do that? Anyways.
Should we get you a box?
Oh my god, should we get you a box? All right, so what's going on, guys? Bradley Martin here. Yeah, today I want to talk about something that I've never spoken with you guys about, like explicitly in just a video, and just kind of share something with you. I want to talk about something that's very serious to me, and I know there's millions of other people in the world who deal with it, and it's very serious to them as well. So before the hate YouTube commenters get in there, they'll be either way, it's fine. I still appreciate you guys watching the videos and dropping your 2 cents because it matters, it's important. But I want to talk about something that I've experienced for like I don't know how to say, like probably most of my life. And I think when I was younger, it was a different type of anxiety, right? As I got older though, it started to become more how do I say, like it felt more real. Like not when I was younger that it wasn't real, but when I was older, it's like there was more things that could go wrong in a sense, because I started to get more responsibilities. I started to find myself like going towards being closer to my goals, and like the ability to like lose something, or the ability to mess up, or the ability to feel like I did something wrong, or I should have done something that I didn't do. And yeah, honestly, like I just wanted to do this video to not be like, hey, I have anxiety, and you know, feel bad for me, because like I don't care if you guys feel bad for me or not. I'm already okay with being on the internet and letting you guys like crucify me however you want. But this is for the people out there who I know after posting, and this is why I'm doing this video, because I posted a picture on Instagram. I'll put that like right here so you guys can see it.
Which one? Shut up. Pull it up.
Because you don't want to be lazy. You don't want to put.
No,
it
I mean.
Okay, I'll pull it up.
It's more authentic this way.
True.
You know,
so I posted
whoa.
this because I'm sure everyone's like, yo, what the hell happened? What's going on? And this is what I want to talk about. And I'm going to talk more about it. I just want to show you this. So I posted this picture. Okay. And I wrote.
You kept your hat on?
Bro, always. What you mean? It's attached to my head. What you mean, bro? Always keep the hat on. Look, watch. Try and take it off. Exactly, dude. Look.
You glue it on?
Look.
That's so weird. You got issues.
Yeah, it's not coming off, dude. Only comes off. It's never. Just kind of switches
on the leaf here.
The next hat, yeah. So I posted and I said I wouldn't normally post something like this, because before this point in my life, it was something I was ashamed of, something that I felt made me appear weak, something that I felt others would judge me for. But I've learned to say, fuck. Anxiety's no joke. To the outside world, everything might appear fine, normal, like nothing's wrong. But sometimes inside, we can be going through a storm of emotions, fears, pains. Everyone deals with their problems internally different from the next person. One thing you can be sure of, we all go through moments of vulnerability. We all experience moments of weakness. We all have those internal struggles on a day-to-day basis. No matter big or how small your battles are, one thing remains the same: you. And the idea is, if you are willing to continue to learn and to grow, to fully understand yourself, you will continue to progress and get better. I love you guys, with a little heart emoji. This is very important though. So I want to talk about that in more detail. Where do I go? Right? A lot of you guys know, because I've talked about it before in the past, I grew up without a father. My father took his life when I was 6 years old. That was something that I think kind of, I can't say, oh, this happened to me and now my whole life is like this, but that was something that kind of started this like idea of like, life can end, and life is very like, it's fragile, and it's like, it's not forever. And I learned that at a very young age. It got me closer to where I wanted to go in my life faster, like my goals and the things that I went after, like there's people who tell me like, oh, you did a lot, you know, you're 28 years old, or even when I was 26, or you're 25, oh, you did a lot with your life, you've accomplished so much, you got a gym, you got this YouTube thing, you got all whatever, all this stupid cars, you got a house, all this shit that a lot of people don't have till like they're in their mid-30s or whatever, right? That's besides the fact. It's 2017, people are getting it regardless. But I want to say something that I think is important to a lot of you guys out there and a lot of you girls, whoever is watching the video, is that moments will happen in your life that are going to change you, that are going to not always in the moment are they going to make you feel like, oh, this is going to be a benefit to me later on down in life. And I'm even going to talk about anxiety in that respect in a second here. But I want to say like, kind of like my story, where I'm coming from with what I've experienced. And I want to say that like, there's obviously moments, there's obviously things that I've gone through that have put me in a position to be able to share with you guys my thoughts, my opinions, my emotions in a sense, my realizations of like just crap that I've been through. And I want to say that there's power in that. And whatever you're going through in your life, whatever you've gone through in your life, no matter what it is, like unless like you're gone today, there's always a tomorrow, right? There's always a tomorrow. But it's a matter of like being able to look at your situation. And I'm not the best at this, and I'm not always one who can do this perfectly, but it's a matter of being able to look at your situation and be like, okay, how could I grow and how could I get better from this? All right. Now, with that being said, because I've talked about so much about that in my life and being able to come over things, there is nothing wrong with feeling weak. There's nothing wrong with feeling vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with not being able to like, shit. Do it. Like, there's nothing wrong with not being able to do it. Like, with feeling like you're inferior, with feeling like you haven't done enough, or there's more that you could do, or there's more you could have done, or there's someone else you could have helped, or there's, you know, maybe you were a kid and you got bullied and you felt like, oh, this is a reflection of me and this is who I am, and you kind of hold that along your whole life as you go along in your life. And like the things you do, like you don't even realize it, that like it happened to you when you're young, or it happened to you at this time in your life, and 5 years later, 10 years later, you're still allowing that to stay on you. You're still allowing that to dictate your actions and like your thoughts of like who you are this day that you're watching this video, and you're allowing that to be who you are, even though it's something you went through in the past. Because everybody in this world has gone through different things. Everybody in this world is gonna go through different things, and those are the things that make each person unique and beautiful. And it's crazy because like people though, they hold on to the bad shit so much. They hold on to the negative and they let it decide their actions with loved ones, with family members, with potential friends, with business partners, with things. They let it control because this happened to them in the past. And the crazy thing about it is, all life really is about is going through trying times in your life, learning, and then being able to apply like the things you learn to where you are now and where you want to go. But people get up in the fact that they basically go like this, oh, all these bad things happen, so I'm going to avoid this, I'm going to avoid trying to do this, I'm going to avoid trying to do that. Like, I'm going to let this control who I am today. And that action, even though all that was a test, was a lesson for you to go through, was something for you to get better from, but you allowed it to keep you there and not realize like you're here now, you're here today, and you have the power because you've gone through the shit to become a better person today, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And I can't sit here and tell you guys that I'm perfect and I've gotten through it all, because I haven't. Like, I still find myself having crazy anxiety attacks over like, am I doing enough? Am I going hard enough? Am I reaching enough people? Am I talking to enough people? Am I helping enough people? Am I making enough YouTube videos? Am I posting enough on Instagram? Am I talking to these people who care about me? Like, I'm low-key getting anxiety just thinking about this right now. But this, for me, I want to get it off my chest. I want to talk about it because some of you, or a lot of you guys, look at me like, yo, this guy who's successful, has done this stuff, he's strong, he lifts up girls, he does all this stuff. But there are still so many moments in my life where I cry, where I'm like, damn, I didn't do enough. Where you guys see me, where it's like, there's certain things in my past that I haven't fully let go of, that I need to fully let go of to be able to like move forward. And this idea of anxiety is like, man, is that you can't let it control who you can be, like right now, right? If you have anxiety, it's okay. Like, if you have anxiety, if you've experienced it, if you let's say someday you will, it's normal. A lot of people deal with it, and everyone experiences it differently. I know there's a friend of mine who a lot of you guys probably look up to. I look up to. His name is Bob, not formerly known. He's actually known as Logic. That's actually his rap. He's a rapper. He made a song called Anxiety, but I talked to him about it in person, like just like person to person, face to face. I know he made a song about it. It was amazing. He also made a song called 100. It's amazing. Like that person's amazing. And I've talked to him, and it helped me a lot because I realized someone that I look up to, someone who I think is great, someone who I think is doing a lot in the world, still feels like I'm not good enough in a sense, right? Or like, not that he's not good enough, not that he feels that way. I don't want to put words into his mouth, but basically like he deals with bouts of anxiety over his own things in his life, despite everything he's doing. And me, despite everything I'm doing or I've done, or everything I want to do, I still deal with it. Like, I guess I just want to level with you guys there that it doesn't matter who you are, what you have, how big you are, how strong you are. It's of your mind. It's like, and that's the craziest thing is it shows you, and it should show you how powerful your mind is in the sense of like, let's just say you don't have anxiety. Realize there's someone like me who I could sit here and say at one point in my life, I was like, anxiety, oh, that's stupid, oh, that's bullshit, oh, it's people, oh, whatever, that's, you know, get over it, like, just keep going, or whatever, right? And I've talked about stuff like that, but the truth is, you can't control something that is, like, of your mind. Now, I can, and I do believe that you can get better at, like, accepting it and allowing it to be a part of your life so that you can learn and grow from it, and just know that it's a part of you. But the crazy thing about anxiety is that, like, it's like your mind telling you that this is happening, and it's not actually happening. Like, to the rest of the world, what it looks like, what it appears like, is like, yo, you're good, but in your mind, you feel, like, for me, I'll feel like, oh, I have chest pains, or like, oh, I feel something weird in my arm, or weird here, weird in my arm, weird in my leg, or like, I feel lightheaded or something, I get hot sweats. Like, there'll be moments with Kevin where I'll be like, oh man, I just gotta go outside, and I'm like hot sweating, and nothing happened. Like, I'm literally standing there, we're talking one moment about like filming a video, the next moment I'm like, I gotta go outside, man, I need to breathe. And like, this is stuff you would never see because I've never put it on video because we're not in that moment, but that's real. Like, and what I was trying to say was the crazy part about it is, and it should show you guys that your mind really is that powerful, that it could convince you that you feel something, and it can exacerbate something where, like, I feel like, yo, I need to go to the ER because, like, I'm gonna pass out, like, oh, I'm gonna have a stroke, or I'm gonna have a heart, or whatever it is, right? And I go to the ER, they take all these tests, so like, you're perfectly fine. They take me to like, I went to a cardiologist, and they run all these tests on me, and they're like, yo, your heart's good, your body's fine, like, you're fine, we took all these tests, everything's good. And the guy's pretty much just like, yo, you need to go on a vacation. You need to learn meditation, or you need to be better at meditating. You need to do some yoga. And I'm like, yoga? What? I look at someone's gonna do yoga, bro? Like, come on. But then I'm like, in reality, like, that's what I need to do. I need to take more time. And I talked about this, about taking time and scheduling time for yourself. And how often do I actually do that? Not enough. Sometimes not at all. And I think I rationalize it with other things that I do, like, oh, I sit at home and play video games, not understanding that the whole time I'm playing video games, like, the second, like, my character dies, like, I'm on Instagram or I'm on something, I'm trying to like get something done, and that's true. And I'll even have moments like where I'll be with friends or family, and it's like I'm talking and they got to repeat things twice because I'm like, oh wait, what'd you say? And then I put my phone down, then I actually listen, but it's like I'm not listening because I'm waiting to go back to this internet world where you guys are, and I get so caught up in feeling like I need to be there, I need to post, I need to do stuff, like I need to be here at the gym now, I have new responsibilities, like new bills, new this, new that. And it's just constant, like, it's always more, people want more, everyone wants more. And I'm okay with that, but I have to learn, and it's just me kind of venting right now, that like, I need to take time and just like, go chill. Like, so we're going to San Diego this weekend, I just want to throw that out there, but that's a little side note. But I want to really talk about the idea of the mind, the idea that your mind really is that powerful, that if you have anxiety, if you struggle with anxiety, and maybe sometime you're like, maybe you're not, right now you're like, oh, I'm good, I don't have anxiety. And something happens in your life that kind of turns you a course that you didn't think you were going to go in, and let's say you feel these like things, and look, I'm not gonna lie, I've been to the ER. You know how many times I've been to the ER over anxiety?
How many?
Do you know how many times?
2 or 3.
I went to the ER 3 nights in a row.
2 nights in a row?
In a row to the same ER.
When was this?
This was back when I lived in Fullerton.
Were they like?
Yeah, they were like, you are fine. You are fine. I was like, I'm gonna die right now. This was 7 years ago. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna die right now. Dude, this was before everything. 3 nights in a row. Because I was laying in my bed, and I'd be like about to sleep. I'd be like, oh shit. I'd be like, oh shit, my heart's racing. What the fuck's going on? And then I would try and go back to sleep. Oh, that same thing. And I don't know, it was a stress of like me moving or me like something from my past coming back, or I don't know what it is, where I'm like, okay. I remember I was a trainer at the time, and I had actually just recently, now that I think about it, I had stopped training at another gym, and I stopped training at another gym, and I was like private. So it was like, oh, it was all on me. I had to make it happen. So sometimes in moments like that, you'll notice your brain will just kind of replay like what you need to do to get done. At least my brain will, to win, to be successful, to not, you know. For me, it was like I didn't want to have to move back home. I wanted to be able to get done what I wanted to get done in Southern California, and not have to go back home and live at home, because I was like, I didn't want to do that. To me, that was failure, right? And that wasn't what I wanted. And the reality is, long story short, looking back, that was never failure. That was just like, I just really wanted to get it done, because in life, whether you move back home or not, like, you always have a chance to keep going, right? And at the time, I was like, no, to me, this is this, and I was fixated on it. So 3 nights in a row, legit 3 nights in a row, to the same ER. Both times, well, 2 times it was the same people. 1 time it was some different shifts. But it wasn't when it was the same people. They were like, what? And they were like, you were here last night too? And I was like, yeah, for sure. This time I'm going. I was like, this is the time. And they take my EKG. They're like, you're good, bro. You're good. They're like, take this anxiety medicine. 3 nights in a row. But I've been to the ER 7 times. This last time, the other night, that was my 7th time for the same thing. No, I would never tell anyone about that. The only people who know about that is like the ER people. But I'm sharing that with you guys to say that like 7 times in my life I was like, this is it. And 7 times they're like, no, this is not it. You're good. Go like meditate. Go take a Xanax, whatever they gave me at the time. I think Ativan is what they gave me. And I just want to tell you guys and share with you, because like it's real. Like I know there's people out there, because I got so many messages from people telling me, yo, you saying this, you talking about this, you helped change like something in me. You made me feel better about what I was going through. I didn't talk about it. I didn't share it with anybody. Like, so seeing you, that you can say it, it's great. And I'm doing this for those people that look, I have all like this success, and I built this stuff, or I have this cool crap, and like it's all whatever. But the reality is, like, we're all human. We're all people. We all feel vulnerable. We all feel weak, and it's okay. Like, even the strongest people in the world have moments like that. And and what I've learned, the thing that has helped me the most, if I could help any one of you guys out there, is if you've gone through it and you go through it, and the next time you're going to go through, because you will go through it again in a way. It may not be as grave. You may not find yourself in the ER like I was. Just know that you've been through it, and you're going to get through it again. And just know that it's okay, and it's a part of you. And if you can look at it in a way that's like, yo, this is helping me be who I am, because the reality is, it is who you are. It's a part of you. Whether or not it's really bad or really good or whatever, it's still a part of you. And whether or not you have it forever, or like maybe you feel like, yo, I don't have it anymore, I just have smaller bouts of it, it's a part of you, and it makes you unique. It's who you are, right? So own it, be okay with it, don't be afraid. And this is the next thing I want to tell you, the thing that has helped me the most in my life. Because there was moments in these other times that people wouldn't know about, how many times I've been to the ER because I didn't share it, and I didn't want to share it because I was ashamed of it. Oh shit. Fuck. Don't be afraid to share it with people. Because if people love you, they're gonna listen. They're gonna help you. People want to help you. Like my brother. Oh shit. My mom, people, people who are in your life, if they love and they care about you, I'm not talking about someone who you already know that person is going to talk shit. Talk to someone. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe there's someone they love you, and if it's that serious, they're going to give you the time. They're going to give you their words. They're going to give you their ear to listen to. They're going to give you their shoulder for you to hold on to. They're going to let you cry to them. They're going to let you stress out to them. Like, if you have people in your life who love you, do not be afraid to share what you're feeling, whether or not like they see it to be real or not. Like, share it. People who love you, people who care about you, are going to be there for you. Find those people and share it. That has been the biggest thing that has helped me get through it, is just sharing it. It's just talking about it. It's saying like, this is real. This is what I feel. I don't feel good. I want to feel better. Like, share it. Talk about it. It's the worst when you're just trying to hold it in your head and be like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. And then people ask you, are you good? You're like, yeah, I'm good. And then you avoid them, and then you, oh no. And then you avoid people, you avoid situations, you avoid everything, and then you find yourself just avoiding everything. So share it with people in your life who you love. Share it with your family, share it with friends, share it with people who care about you. Don't be afraid to share it. I promise you guys, it'll be good. I shared it on Instagram in the land of like, fuck that guy, motherfucker. And the people showed love, because a lot more people in this world deal with it than you probably think, and then you know. And yeah, just share it, let it out. Don't be ashamed of it. It's normal. You're fine. You're gonna get through it. I got through it 7 times, and then a lot of little times in between there. Like, I have little moments where I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? But then I'll get back to normal. But yeah, 7 times where I was like, tonight is the night. Because it always happens at night for me too. It's like, it's really bad at night. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to share that. And you want to add anything, Kev? We could tell them about the ideas that we had.
Oh yeah, but I want to add how, like, you were talking about how your brain is stronger than really anyone knows.
Oh yeah.
Because even the craziest scientists don't know how powerful, like, the brain is, and like the whole, like, oh, you only use 10% of your brain, which is, you know, which is true.
Dude, I think that the strength of the brain is and I didn't really get too deep into that, is the most crazy thing. Is like, if your brain is so strong that it can tell you that you feel something that you don't have, and you start to manifest it and make it real, like literally real, like, because there's someone with anxiety who'll be like, oh, let's say someone with anxiety doesn't have high blood pressure, or they don't have something that is like a real measurable thing, like in the body. They can convince themselves so much so that they have it, that it becomes real. Yeah. So that's
how powerful the brain is.
That's insane. If you could think about that, because there was a guy who sent me a message. He was like, took too much pre-workout, this and that, and he said he went to the ER. He literally, as he was reading my post, he was like, as I was reading his post, I was leaving the ER because I had a crazy anxiety attack, and my blood pressure was like this high, like, because it cut. We never cut these videos, but it cut because we have a new camera. It's shout out to Sony. This is not an advertisement, but
why shouting them out, bro?
Because it's one of their cameras. If they want to hit me up later, we could talk. But no, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. It's a new camera. So I was talking about the guy who sent me a message and how high, like his blood pressure. He was like, yo, I saw your post. As I'm leaving the ER himself, he's reading my post. And he's telling how he went to the ER. And I was talking about how your brain is so powerful that you can like make yourself experience things that you're not actually experiencing. But then you're experiencing. Like you can convince yourself, like he convinced himself so much that he was stressed out that something was wrong, that he gave himself high blood pressure. That now he had high blood pressure, went to the ER because he felt dizzy, blah, blah, whatever. So he's in the ER, and he convinced himself so much so that he had it, that his blood pressure is like way up here. And I just want to say, like, the simple fact of, like, that's just a testament to, like, the power of the human brain. And I want you guys to just see that if my brain is so powerful, it's going to convince me that all this shit's wrong with me or something's wrong with me, and then I go into a doctor, they're like, everything is good, chill out, take a vacation. Even though I'm telling you, like, I can seriously sit here and be like, I physically felt this, and like, I physically had this, and they'll be like, yeah, but like, that's in your head. And I'm like, I don't know how else to explain this to you guys other than, like, the brain is obviously incredibly, like, complicated, and I'm not a neuroscientist. I don't know crazy stuff like about the brain, like brainology and stuff like that. But if my brain can convince myself that certain things are happening to me, and how everything else I've succeeded at or accomplished in my life, or my muscle connection to the biceps, you can get really big biceps, like, you are all capable of the same power. Like, if you have that power and you can give yourself anxiety, right? If you're a person who has anxiety, you struggle with anxiety, you have an immense power that you have tapped into somehow. It's just not in a positive way. It's in a negative way, and it's how you look at it, right? But it's because you consider it, oh, this anxiety thing is a negative thing because I'm convincing myself that I'm feeling these things that are not actually happening to me. That obviously, for most people, is like, well, that sucks. But on the flip side of that coin is like, you probably have such an amazing power in your brain. I don't know if you've experienced or used it yet, or like let it off, is that if you could do that in a negative sense and convince yourself of bad things, then you could probably do, and this is in my life is certain, I can convince myself of the good things, of the positive, of like things that I want to achieve, and like have that laser focus of achieving them on the same edge, on the same sword, like a double-edged sword. It's like, hey, this is anxiety that does this bad stuff, but at the same time, it can help me cut away at these goals on this good side, or be able to achieve these other things here. So just understand that, like, if you have anxiety, it's kind of like a superpower. Like, you're pretty much a superhero. Seriously, think about it. You're a superhero.
But you're like Spider-Man, but you know when Spider-Man turned like the Black Spider-Man, and he's like,
Exactly.
oh,
He's
back,
like, anxiety.
and then he'd like rip it
Venom,
out.
right? They made a movie about it. And then he's good Spider-Man. He's like saving the world, getting chicks, and well, this is the old Spider-Man, because in the real Spider-Man, the old Spider-Man being the ones that Sony effed up.
Yeah.
They made him like a Rico Suave kissing girls and stuff. When the reality is, the real Spider-Man is like a kid in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they remade that one.
But anyway, so you're like a kid in high school getting all the high school girls because you're like, even though he was kind of corny in the comic books, well, let's put him, he's not corny, and he was saving the world. And then this Venom is like, he's messed up. But Venom is a different character.
Yeah.
So that also doesn't really work. But like, basically, you're a superhero. Maybe if you haven't figured it out yet, you just gotta like get bit by a spider. Don't get bit by a spider. That won't help you out. Could actually be harmful. What I'm trying to say is, though, if your brain is this powerful to like convince you of negative things, then just understand that if it's able to do this, it can convince you can go here and convince yourself of these positive things. So do more of your time. Realize that this is a part of your life, and if you haven't tapped into this, this is here. This is here for you. And just know that, like, I can say for certain that I've figured this out. I still have this. I don't like it, but it's here, and I'm dealing with it, and it's a part of me that makes me who I am. And if you're dealing with it, it's a part of you that makes you who you are. But this is still here for you. If you haven't figured it out yet, it's still here for you. It's just a matter of like seeing it, allowing it. So I love you guys. No, I don't know why I did a salute. I felt like kind of Captain American-ish right there. You know, after the, yeah. I love you guys. I appreciate the support from my heart, sincerely. And I just want to do this video just to talk a little bit about my life and where I've been. And if you guys have gone through it too, I hope it helps. And yeah, that's it. Now, the video's good and it's done. I love it. Kevin, why don't you tell them some stuff?
Like what?
Look, we're going to talk about something about you doing. This is important, bro.
What are you talking about?
Your ideas.
The videos, your ideas.
Oh.
It's important because part of my anxiety is like, I gotta do this
so part of Brad's anxiety, and I see it because
he's been with me for years now.
yeah, and I see like the good and bad, and how you're really good at certain things and really bad at certain things, and it's because it's like the it's just like it's like the double-edged sword. It's like both sides. So it's like whoa.
Yeah.
So, but it has to do with like your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And you on your phone, and you at the gym, and you on the phone, and on the phone, and then when you go to sleep on your phone.
Oh yeah.
And when you wake up on the phone.
Like it's pretty much glued to my face.
When you're trying to work out really hard, you're on your phone. So you're not really working out really hard. And you're like, I got a bad workout. And damn, I got a bad workout, but I still got to be on my phone. Oh, I'm stressed out because I didn't get a good workout.
Man,
I need to be stronger.
Oh,
I'm getting kind of small and I'm getting weaker. Oh, damn. Oh, but I still need to deal with the stuff on my phone.
And then I roll my ankle. Shit.
And then Kevin's like, yo, let's go run. And then you're like, no, I can't because I rolled my ankle.
Yep.
And then you said you rolled ankle like 5 times. And then what you actually did was roll your ankle because your brain's powerful, because you have a powerful brain
I swear
to be
positive
or negative. So honestly, that's another thing of your brain, right? So rolling your ankle. But now it's better, so it's good. But it's just a lot of stuff. And a lot of videos, a lot of YouTube stuff. For a while, we're doing 5 times a week.
Yeah.
So that was me and you.
So let's do it like this. Let's here. Give him the camera.
So for a while it was like.
Get my good side out there, dog.
So for a while it was like, chill.
Okay.
For a while it was like me like this.
Yeah.
Right. And like, we're still gonna do that, but it was us filming 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was good, but sometimes it was not so good because you were stressed or you were tired. You didn't get a good workout. Yeah. You didn't get enough sleep. You were dealing with stuff building the gym. You were dealing
Ken
with
talks
stuff
with his hands too.
You're dealing with stuff with Brandon. You're dealing with stuff with other people in life, with things that have nothing to do with business. Like, so it's a lot of stress and it's a lot of energy. And it takes energy to make these videos. It takes energy to come up with ideas. It takes energy to do everything in front and behind the business. It takes energy to do the Instagram post, to Twitter, the answering, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it came, well, I suggested to make this all better for you guys, but better for you and better for me and better for everyone.
Yeah.
That we can do like some sort, we gotta figure this out. We don't know exactly how we're gonna do it yet, but some sort of like time travel. Well, not time travel.
Mostly time travel.
But like time travel. But no, seriously, like
time travel.
Stuff where days
coming soon.
Me and Brad are doing videos together, like the Running Canyon one, where
the body type one,
or workout ones, right?
There was a whole section of that video that we didn't put on there where I actually won. I just didn't want to.
Now he's lying
because I wanted.
He's got all the power of the double-edged sword, but he's also a compulsive liar.
No,
I'm kidding.
No, it never happened. I'm kind of, you know.
But you won at the expo because
I did win at the expo
because it was a fitness expo,
and that didn't get as many views. No, yeah, I know, because it was. And also, I want to. No, I don't got different. It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead. It's fine.
So yeah, I think it'd be a good idea for all of this, but like to have a different dynamic for the channel.
Yeah.
Where it's eventually, I guess, days where like we plan stuff, where you do your own thing and I do my own thing, and somehow we combine the videos together. So maybe I'm vlogging and doing things I'm doing outside of filming Brad, so you guys can see that part of my life and then Brad's life, and then maybe that's one video together. Maybe that's separate videos where I'm in a different state, maybe, but I'm talking to Brad and we're FaceTiming, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this workout." And I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna do this workout, and I challenge you to do this." And like he films it, and then I film it. So one day maybe you see my workout, the next day you see his workout.
And so you guys get it. It's basically like really what goes on in my life beyond just like, oh, working out and trying to look good and stuff. Like really like the day-to-day stuff. Like Kevin's been involved in a lot of this, a lot of like our ability to like get more subscribers and film content and create certain ideas. Kevin's helped me out with a ton of that. So the idea is like, I want to be able to continue to do YouTube, be comfortable with what I'm doing, have you guys enjoy it, have fun, but also introduce Kevin and who he is, what he's also about, because he's someone to me that like has helped me a ton over the last few years in this like journey of whether it be some photos or some ideas or someone just to talk to, and he's a great person, and I just want to put that out there so you guys kind of see his face finally. I know you saw him in the other video, but if you guys haven't and you see him in this video, this is him. He's a good person, and it's kind of a way for us to like just change the content on the channel in a way that's going to be better. It's still going to be a lot of the same stuff we've always done, but more new things, more unique things. So it's fun. It's more fun for both of us, and it's more easy on time for us, and it's better for you guys. So
and we'll listen to them too. Like if they don't like certain things, we'll change it. If they want us to do certain things and have ideas, we'll do that. You know, so it'll evolve into stuff for both of us.
Yeah.
But for them too. So it's like tailored towards them and us. It's like it's a win-win for them.
Yeah.
And us.
Yeah. Because it's like at some point, if I'm like, yo, there was at one point I'm not gonna lie where I was like, this YouTube shit, I can't do it anymore. It's driving me crazy. And I don't want to feel like that, because it's like, then I'm disconnecting from you guys, and I know how much you guys have, or appreciate some of the videos that I do, and I know how much you guys have done for me in my life, that I'd feel like, yo, I'm an asshole if I let these people down, because they've done so much for me in my life, you guys behind the camera, and obviously Kevin here as well. So it's an idea of like, we talked about to make everybody win more, make everybody get better together, faster, and be healthier, be happier, and that's all this is about. So I just want to, again, I want to introduce him, and I want to talk to you guys about like what else you want to see. Obviously, this is the trail end of this video. So yeah, drop your comments below. Let me know how you like the video, the thing about anxiety, but also the ideas that we have for the future. Check Kevin out on Instagram. He also has a YouTube channel. This is not a plug. It's not a shameless plug. This is a real plug. The links will be in the description
like
below.
A real plug, like that.
Well, those are real plugs. But on the internet,
this is the internet plug.
A shameless plug would be like BMFITgear.com. Buy some stuff.
What else?
That's a shameless plug?
Show me another one.
Oh, another one?
Like Origin.
Oh, OriginSubs.com, this Submits. Or you'd be like ZooCoach.com. Oh, that's a gym. It's here in Woodland Hills.
Those are shameless.
Those are shameless plugs. This is a real plug where like, I'm like, that stuff's cool, you guys can go check it out. But I actually want you guys to go check out Kevin. He's a good person. He's helped me out a ton in my life. I know I said it twice, but 2 times is better than once. I love you guys. I'm out. We're out. Thumbs up the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Yo, you made a funny joke about the kid. My brother showed me a meme where a kid was falling asleep, and he was like, the kid watches so much damn YouTube that like he's falling asleep, and he's like, don't forget to subscribe. Like the king says don't. I just thought it's hilarious.
As
Like
if
you
it was
watch so
like
much
good night.
YouTube that that's like a goodbye. It's like don't forget to subscribe. Good night.
That's funny.
Ah, boom. You cut it there.